Hello and welcome back. It's Saturday. It's the 6th of February. It's 2 p.m. if you are watching when this is coming out. It's qualifying time, just like old times, would Dan maybe say, and me. Regular program is back on the menu. You maybe watched the introduction video. You maybe know everything now, what's happening, how it goes. Quick introduction to the qualifying rule. Back then, we had everyone just one fast lap. You see now we have 9 laps, which basically means 1 out lap, 1 fast lap, and back to the pits. That's 3. So you can do 3 quick runs for your quali lap. Everyone can do them whenever they want. It's a 25-minute session. As always, AI will do mistakes because they think, but they actually don't think. So they are like, I'm just going to do 1 more lap and get DQ'd and start from the back because that's my strategy. But yeah, some people already on the track. As we can see, the new face Christian Wagner was the second car to enter the track. The first one was Di Grassi, and we can already see action is coming. The good thing will be near the end of the session the track will be a bit better. That is at the beginning, but many people maybe just want to get a run in. The important thing is obviously each run you take out will eat 1 lap, even if you escape instantly. Just introducing the rules, how it works in rFactor. The reason we have this limit is obviously qualifying might end quick. It depends how people do their laps. And obviously at the end of the session there's going to be less cars on the track because many people will maybe have done their lap times already, or some people may also have DQ'd themselves over doing too many laps or too many attempts. So it will be interesting to see how people run this. No parc fermé rules, as always, because we like to switch things up. It's not that serious in that sense, so everything can be changed at all times. Same goes for the tires. We have the medium and the super soft compound for this round. The tire compounds will change over the course of the season in certain races. Obviously the super soft compound kind of melts here because it's really hot. It's in the desert. The asphalt is really bad for the tires, especially the rears. That will be a thing you will see during the race. And yeah, I will also get my ass on the track soon, because if not, I will be talking here in my warm, nice cockpit all the time. I just wanted to go quickly through the grid so you guys get quickly introduced. Obviously, Chrissy, after doing his DTM season very well in 2009, winning the title, he's now here in Toro Rosso. Proving what he can do. Maybe he can get up to the Red Bull era and get into that Red Bull main cockpit where Vettel and Webber are currently battling it out. Obviously, Alejandro Fernandez in the Hispania Racing Team in the HRT, running with his teammate Shantok, who is also still in the pits. See, I'm not the only one who's still sitting there. They're obviously new. And we will see if LA will bring glory to the Spanish F1 drivers, or if it will be a hard-fought battle between Alonso and him. That will all play out, because now we will see the true pace of teams. We will also see maybe some drivers struggling really hard with the times, but like it is, the race can always be different than the quali, so a qualifying position might be just a small boost for the confidence on Sunday.
Yeah, and I think... Yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to get to us, Dan. I didn't forget us.
Okay.
And obviously Dan and me also still in the pits, waiting for the perfect opportunity, maybe waiting for the track to die a bit down. We are in the Mercedes. My expectations, honestly, obviously back then we raced for the win. We always did. And sometimes we got it, sometimes Dan got it, sometimes someone else got it. I'm happy to finish in the top 5. I think the top 6 is a good aim. My pace has gone a bit down over the years, but also Dan is a bit rusted in, but he usually got his foot down better in these new mods, or like over the course of like, I take a bit longer to adapt to these. Obviously back to rFactor 1, we have been racing a lot in other games, and rFactor 1 is basic, but it's still good, and that's why we're here, because we can all do this. But yeah, you can say your things that you want to say, Dan, because I will be going on track.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that basically for all the new teams will be very important to get the first laps in very early, so they can check that everything runs smoothly, like Degrassi did, and also Gog was already out. And yeah, obviously it will be interesting how this all will play out. And yeah, then we have a first indicator of how this all season will maybe go. This will basically the baseline that we are laying here, and yeah, looking forward to it. So maybe, I think I will drive out as well now.
And also an important new thing, you haven't seen it yet, new overlay in terms of race information. On the right you see everything that belongs to my car. Tire pressures, not tire pressures sadly, but temperatures, wear on the tires, how long will the tires last if I keep driving like this, what's the temperature of the brakes, water temperatures, and fuel. Obviously fuel will be a big thing. We have a 70-liter tank. That's the rule change we implemented. We will take the fuel during the races, approximately 2 or 3 stops. And we'll see how that goes. On the left, bottom left, you see the track map. In the race, most likely you will not see anything there, because there will be the good old Dan cam, where you will see the action from all the other drivers. And top left, as always, the standings, how they are right now. You see I switched them to gap to the leader. That will show you how far people are off from certain things. The top shows you how much time is left in the session, and obviously how many laps I have left and what position we are in. Like I said, I hope I can have a good qualifying here, but we will see. Like I said, a bit rusted. It's been a long time since we've been in a Formula 1 car, so we will see how that goes.
Yeah, right. And I mean, history told us that, you know, it's always better to start at the front. There were always some nasty crashes back then that maybe someone got involved in. I remember Mark sometimes got involved in some stupid AI crashes because of a bad qualifying position. But yeah, like you said, I mean, this is basically just an updated Braun car from last year. What Mercedes is doing right now is running a very economical Formula 1 team. So this doesn't compare to like the amount of money that they are, you know, spending now under Toto Wolff. Yeah, the new face is setting the pace. Moment.
Yep. And as always, a small reminder. It's all a learning experience, even for Dan and me, who haven't done this for a long time. AI might be, sometimes, as always, they might be too strong, they might be too weak. It's a kind of hard thing to optimize it for 3 people, or 4 people even. It was easier back then when it was just Dan and me. So you might see and be like, wow, these guys are really fast, AI is really slow, so it will just be dead weight. It will obviously change over the time, so don't worry about that. Don't worry that everyone is like super quick and Sepp is 2 seconds off, just perfectly on pace with the AI pace. We will see how it goes.
Yeah, right. I mean, everything will settle in over the course of the season.
Yes.
And I remember races where, I mean, it's not a given that, you know, just because we are faster in qualifying that we will dominate the race. I remember races where we were like miles in front of the AI, and then we had some incidents. Suddenly we were right on par with them. So, yeah, you never know.
And the same also goes for being slow, maybe, in quali,
yeah,
because
of course. Yeah.
the race pace is a big thing in these kind of championships. and we'll see how that goes. But at the moment, only 2 cars on track, Degrassi and Alguersuari. And over the course of the season, as I always did, I will mispronounce certain names. And I think I think also LA will at some point maybe rip off my head every time I say you know.
I mean, you've said Alguersuari pretty well so
Okay.
far, so.
I mean, I remember like Crofty saying it, and the German commentary, like especially the German viewers right now, they will have literally nightmares about certain pronunciations.
Yeah, I remember for you it was very hard to pronounce Gujelmin right when we did like early 90 races.
Oh yeah, Gujelmin. Oh no, Gugelmin.
Yeah. It was Mauricio and you just couldn't do it.
But I won't top the pronunciation of Grosjean in RTL Groschen.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Oh,
Groschen.
no.
Or it
Or
was
Grosjean. Or something like
Werkner
that.
for Bern.
Yeah, Werkner. That's like
Oh, no.
classics.
Yeah.
But yeah. Sad part, one thing we've sadly lost a bit is the overlay to see if someone is doing better or worse in the sectors. But in the end, it all... Obviously, I'm switching the monitor around. We have a lot of time left. I would say, obviously, my pace is super slow. Probably the whole comment section would be like, oh god, Seb, what the fuck are you doing?
Like the old hashtag.
Yeah, Basti was too. But I'm happy at the moment with the position, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I think that team is happy with the result today.
Yeah, so that will be probably appropriate at the end of the races. I mean, if it's a podium, it's fine. So I'm happy with that. And like Dan said,
can just win with just 110th Martin.
Yeah.
No one will care.
And like we said, AI obviously, it even surprises me because we turned these guys up and suddenly they are not there. So it's like, whoops. The thing is, AI is running a full fuel tank in the qualifying session. So they have much more weight than we have. So we are basically kind of cheating.
Yeah, but they should be there in the race, so I don't worry about that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's what I meant to say. In the races, they might have a pace advantage. We will see that. Slipstream is also a really strong thing here. So if you have someone that you can slipstream
Tuck
along,
behind.
you will have a good time on the straights, but a bad time in the corners. So it's time for the second one. I think ahead of me I have... Let's check. I think that looked like Kubica, yeah. And like always, every track was different in terms of AI. Sometimes they were giving the good results, sometimes the bad, but I've trained them all, so they should at least stay on track. Not like 98, Australia, where they were exploding.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Also maybe a warm welcome to all the people, the English viewers, or everyone around the world, because this format was usually done fully in German back then. But yeah, certain things have changed. It's all a bit more international now with VIE. Which is not a bad thing, I must say.
Seb, I've noticed something.
Huh?
It's my first name gripe, and it's nothing to do with any of us. Alguersuari's name is spelled incorrectly.
Oh, well, we can change that for later.
It's just missing. I was looking at it and I was like, this seems wrong.
Where's the...
Yeah, so it's Algier. So
Right, there's a U between G and E.
yeah, if not, that would be Algier. Yeah, yeah, you need the U. It's important. But yeah, yeah, that's all it is. Yeah, a lot of people get misconception when they see the D2 in Spanish. Everyone thinks it's like a worse sound, and that's how everyone pronounces it. But no, often the case it's not like that. I'm not gonna go into a grammar lesson in the middle of class. It's not not a thing.
Actually, my wife and I, we wanted to learn Spanish last year. So we have everything here. But we just don't bother to look into the books.
I mean, it's difficult. I mean, you already know two languages as it is. The fact that all of us have two languages is insane as it is. To learn any more is even more like,
Yeah.
yeah. Heck, knowing one language is, you know, insane as it is. Yeah.
I think Bildberg has a that.
You can bear.
Good.
No, it wasn't,
Yeah, well,
because
he's
they-
21.
Yeah,
21st.
the problem is in the slipstream they don't get that advantage as much as we do. So
Yeah, but I'm
But-
surprised by the speed of convergence.
Yeah, Degrassi's doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's.
Jaime's doing great as well.
Yeah, and he had no
It's-
slipstream. That's like even
strong
better.
Toro Rosso already, straight away off the bat, beating Red Bull.
So what's going on with Ferrari? Alonso is in.
Yeah,
is Massa?
it's weird. Massa's
Massa
like
is in 22nd. What the fuck is going
in
on?
no
I mean,
man's land.
he botched his first lap, but he only did 2 laps and that's it.
Ah,
Like,
also LA needs to watch out because he's now on 4 out of 9. So you can only do I think 1 fast lap or 2 fast laps in a row.
That's alright.
Just wanted to give you the heads up because I think for
Because
Dan,
I did 2 fast laps, so that's why I'm on
yeah,
4.
that's why, yeah.
I'm
So you could
guessing
do the same
doing that
thing.
again. Yeah.
Just, it's just because we're doing this format for the first time. I just wanted to give you the heads up, so it's not like because you can easily go into like, I can do this twice now, and then it's like, oh god. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoys this new format. I know many of you are glad this is back, and like I said, AI will improve over the season. It's like us. We will also improve and they will improve. I was worried about Liuzzi not having a lap, but he's out. Driving right now. He's currently last, obviously, because he hasn't done a lap. But now P17 for the Force India driver. So that's good.
Massa pain.
Massa only just improves to go P22 as well.
That's
He
not
was
good.
last for like a split second. Oh,
I think this season for Massa might be a bit of a... It's a rough start already.
yeah, it is. It is.
Hamilton, all the top teams, we would assume, in
Yeah,
the middle.
yeah.
I mean,
They're kinda
Barrichello's doing
struggling.
good.
At least Weber is in 7th.
Yeah.
Chandok's underperforming, guys. He's underperforming.
And only 19.
Maybe he's just there for the money. Never know.
De La Rosa, so far, quite a lot quicker than Kobayashi. I think he's yet to do like a good lap. Actually, he's on the lap right now. See if he goes quicker.
He will probably follow this around because he has a actually good free track right now.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
4
there's
cars
no-
in front, but no one will impede him.
I hope it doesn't drive into the pit then like some.
Yeah, they sometimes do that.
So he's 3 tenths behind Vettel now. That would be P15 at the moment.
Maybe had a good exit here, maybe.
I mean,
Doesn't-
the gaps are small anyway. It's like
Yeah, it's always very, very tight with these cars.
But it stays P18. But everyone is in the 34s or 33s. Obviously, we are the outsiders here, but we are on a different fuel kind of thing than they are. I know in the race pace, I think this was always kind of a thing here, but we'll see. I'm probably gonna attempt one more lap. Any moment now. Yeah, we have a bit of time. But we already have someone on 9 laps, that's Degrassi, so P5 for the
Degrassi, yeah,
Virgin
right.
driver.
Also,
Button.
Hülkenberg is on 8, so
And
he will
COVID as well.
finish.
Jensen
Yeah,
also just went to the pits.
And Petrov also. Okay.
Here we go. Kobayashi comes across the line.
Still
Does-
last.
Not improved.
That's a bit of a shame.
The problem
Albert.
is with rFactor is that basically the AI is running the fastest lap on their first attempt. So everything that follows will always be slower.
The what?
Yeah. The fastest lap from them is always the first
Oh
one.
yeah.
So it's very rare that they are improving.
Yeah, because of the tire wear now. because they obviously do like a couple more laps. So there's usually AI that they all do. They do some laps, go to the pits, and then they go out again.
Yeah.
And some do that, some don't. But overall, it seems like everyone is well behaving.
Let's keep a close eye on Di Grassi. Yeah, he's driving out. No, he isn't.
No, he's fine. He's
fine.
I think
No,
once
I was
they
attempting a joke, but didn't work.
once they are in the pits actually with 9 laps, then they are good. But if you have someone like on 8 and they just drive out, then obviously that will be the end.
So that might be all easy, yeah.
No, I think they're all on the lap now or come into the pits. Everyone that's
So
on 8.
Alonso is now on the flying lap.
Massa might have that problem if he wants to drive out again.
Yeah, Massa might.
Because I know like 4 people had like only 2 laps at the start, so that...
Massa is actually doing a long run in Quali. He did 4 timed laps.
And the second one was the
did the same.
fastest.
Yeah. So maybe he got held up.
Seconds until I will go out again. We'll maybe take this time and whereby Lotus pulls into the pits, follow Alejandro a bit around, how he masters this. Listen to that nice engine. Now it's time to start up that Mercedes engine again. The fellow T-Cam is back, because in this mod it's actually really good, and for you guys it was always better to watch it from this. It's like watching the TV broadcast, basically. But always a bit of silence, because qualifying is always a bit of a concentration thing. Especially when it's one of the last runs. Hamilton goes into the pits, that gives us a clean road ahead.
So that should be qualifying over by now. Just one remaining.
I was almost there, almost on P3. Oh, did you use my slipstream, Dan?
I don't know. I think I was a little bit
Is
too
that the
far back.
Mercedes tactic
Actual
here?
pain.
Snatched it
Oh.
away. That was such a nice, satisfying lap. I really enjoyed that.
He gets the slipstream.
I
Already
didn't even notice.
team orders.
Yeah,
guys.
already
It's
Braun at
already
work.
Yeah, well, I mean, I really gained 2 tenths in the last sector.
Ah.
I just gained
Yeah,
one.
the track was really good at the end, but I couldn't just bring it down. I was like, wait, the
But-
car's actually sticking. So it
We
was
were
like, whoa.
so equally matched throughout the second sector.
Yeah, I lose it all on where Alonso's right now. Because I don't go on the throttle early enough.
What did I miss?
Not much, Chrissy. It seems like you will be on P3. We still obviously have Alonso and Alguersuari to go. Even though I think, yeah, Alonso's on his fast final lap, I think. I think he's heading to the pits. He
Alguersuari's
should
doing-
be. I think Alonso
Yeah.
should
Well,
be
you
to
can
the
complete
pits.
this lap, right? And then come.
Please don't get the good
that would be
Alguersuari,
nice.
please.
Nah, he's
Really?
not. Alonso's doing the smart thing here. We got 40 Qs. Massa's
yeah.
not last.
Oh my god.
I noticed the red dots in my overlay and was like,
Yeah.
Not
we have-
Hulkenberg.
So we
I
have
got the
three.
cute. So I
So
was right.
It looks like Lotus, the new team, they didn't read the rule book.
but yeah, it looks
Also,
like this will
Petrov
be
didn't read it because it's in English.
Yeah,
It's Russian. So
the 4 last people. But yeah, on pole position for tomorrow, Dan Schröer, then Alejandro Fernandez, Christian Wagner in P3, I will be in P4, and then Lucas Di Grassi bringing the Virgin into P5. Jamie Alguersuari, the second strongest, is
Oh.
Toro Rosso
God,
in
it's a-
P6.
Oh.
he's
Jamie.
not. He's
I'm gonna
he's
make it
not a-
easier for you, Chrissy. Chrissy, Seb. It's Jaime.
Jaime, okay.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. That's all it.
It's not a Lannister. It's not Jamie Lang.
Jamie.
Jamie
Okay.
Not
Lannister.
Jamie.
Let's see what that is. Mark Webber P7, Barrichello P8, Jensen P9, and Vettel P10. So yeah, I see you tomorrow for the pre-race show and obviously the race. Hope you all enjoyed this. And yeah, as always, leave your thoughts below the video. What do you think? What is your favorite for the season? What do you think will happen with Merck? Where will HRT end up? And I think the biggest question, actually, will Scuderia Toro Rosso beat Red Bull? But yeah, up
I think
until
that's the biggest-
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.